Hey yo, YouTube IG, what's popping? YouTube IG, what's popping? Happy first of the month. Happy Moon Day. Happy August. What's cracking, gang? What's cracking, gang? What's the vibes? How we feeling? You heard. How we feeling? Happy first. Happy. It's lit. We in creation energies. Came off the new moon. It's the first of the month. Listen, we got new cycles starting all over the place, y'all. Let's get it. Let's dive into these current energies real quick. Let's real quick with it. Real slick with it. Come here, girl, put my in it. Hey. Hey. Hey, yo, let's get into these current vibes, y'all. God damn. I want the nutrients. I don't want all them nutrients. I want the stems. All right, y'all, let me dive right into it. All right, y'all, happy first of the month. All right, let me get some shout outs popping. Samira 522, Goddess Vivia, sincerely Kendi in the building. I see you, baby. Marisol Ferrari, Neoma Nova 1111, Stonefish Pottery, Jade Shanice, feeling confident. That's what I like to hear, Marisol. That's what I like to hear. It's Leo season. We all need to be in some confident vibes. Mindful Lomi. All right. We in the building. All right, y'all. YouTube was popping. IG was popping. Sierra Waters is in the building. Stop playing with us. Stop playing. You know we need the actual Leo natives in the vibe right now. All right, y'all. Let's jump right into it. Current vibes, man. It's lit. You already know it's the first of the month, man. So I already did a little reel, a little fucking 50-minute reel. IG is so annoying right now. IG is mad annoying right now, but that's a whole nother topic. So, the first of the month, I did a little reel going through the important transits of the month, and y'all need to know just us dealing from a numerology perspective, just it being the first of the month, that's a new cycle on its own. That one frequency vibration is dealing with new beginnings and starting a new cycles on its own. So let's keep that in mind, y'all. Let's set some intentions to have a positive, motherfucking fruitful ass month. Y'all know them posts on IG. It'd be like, yo, it'd be like $10,000 is coming into your account. Comment, claim it. Comment 555. Y'all better claim it. Y'all better claim a healthy, prosperous, productive month of August. Stop playing. Shout out to all my Leos in the building. You were on the money with the Patreon. You already you know the vibes, man. Y'all subscribe to the Patreon if y'all want, more in-depth breakdowns and whatnot. Chechi's in the building. Y'all know it ain't alive till Chechi's in the building, and that's why we ain't been having lives like that, Chechi, because you haven't been tapping in. So I don't know what's up with you. Whatever you got going on in your life, get it together so you're not missing live streams. All right, stop playing, Chechi. We know we need your vibes here. But so yeah, that one frequency vibration is very strong right now, guys. So just on this good old moon day, all right, you resonate with that moon energy, resonate with that one energy, that leadership, individual, take initiative, new cycle energy. And we have the moon in Virgo. So these whole past 2 days, including today, should have been a day for you to get situated, to get stabilized, to see the details of things, to get your agenda back popping. You feel me? Whenever the moon is on Earth, I'm an Earth moon. So whenever the moon is on Earth, I can feel the influences of universe pushing us to make sure we get grounded during that transit. So we want to make sure we take full advantage of that. Unai, greetings from Spain, man. That's what's up, man. We got overseas vibes in the building and all that light bright. Nakia Mac. All right. So that's one thing to keep in mind with this energy. Leo ascendant and North Node in this bitch. That's why you put some energy into that one. No, I'm saying every time you go live, I'll be at work. Nah, that's not an excuse. I'm not taking that excuse. Tell your boss you need to take a longer lunch break or something like. No, I'm not trying to hear that, Chechi. I'm not trying to hear that. All right. So Sierra Waters talking about cat moons can feel. A little bit, just a little teeny bit. We don't really know what feelings and emotions is, but every once in a while we fuck with them. Every once in a while, you know, them feelings and emotions tap in for Capricorn placements when that check ain't come out the way it was supposed to come out. When your house was valued for $200K, when your house was valued for $200K, and then you sold that bitch, and 2 months later, you only got $80K out that shit. Now you got a Capricorn in their fucking feelings and emotions. Now you got a motherfucking Capricorn in their feelings and emotions. Fuck you mean I gotta play the closing calls? Fuck you mean? And Capricorn got an influence on real estate, so that example just popped in my head. But Sierra Waters, chill, because you're gonna have me clowning on here too early. All right, let's get into these energies. Let's get into these energies real quick. So Fawa Lomax said, tell me more about Virgo. Yeah, man, y'all some nurturing ass, caring ass motherfuckers. People don't be saying that shit about y'all, but y'all some nurturing, caring ass motherfuckers. But y'all just get a little crazy when the things that y'all thought y'all had control of, y'all don't got control of it. Because in y'all head, y'all just have a type of psyche that y'all can fix everything. All of y'all think y'all Bob the Builder, and then sometimes y'all overwhelm yourselves in that type of shape or form. This could play out in the workplace. This could play out with relationships, friendships, all that shit. But y'all one of the most intelligent signs in the zodiac. Y'all Earth, so y'all deal with building stability ruled by Mercury. So this is why a lot of y'all so goddamn intelligent. Some of y'all could sleep through school and make the dean's list, become valedictorians and shit. Motherfucker barely put effort into shit. Y'all's the motherfuckers I was trying to sit next to in class. Everything was straight in high school until geometry. I ain't never really need a cheat for real until sophomore year. That geometry bitch came in this motherfucker. I said, all right, I'm going to summer school this summer. After the first week of class, after the first semester, it was over. I made that decision early. Like, I'm going to summer school for math this summer because I don't know what the fuck she talking. Why the fuck we can't use a regular calculator in this class? Why the fuck we gotta buy this expensive calculator with all this extra shit? What the fuck is all the cos, tan? What's all this extra shit? I came to class with a regular calculator. He said, no, Mr. Okoro, you're gonna have to go ahead and get the advanced calculator that lets you do more complicated equations and shit. I'm like, yo, listen, lady. Just don't be coming here with all that extra shit. My whole life, from pre-K all the way up to this motherfucker, I was using the regular calculator. Now you tell me I gotta go get some extra shit. Motherfucker was in geometry like a motherfucker. Nigga was in summer school like a motherfucker on that geometry. And look, we really be living in parallel universes. A nigga fail geometry, go to summer school, and end up being an astrologer. It's the same shit. What the fuck you think a trine is? It's a 90-degree angle. What the fuck is a sextile? It's a 60-degree angle. What's a square? That's a right angle between two planets. So y'all could have just taught astrology for all of that. Motherfuckers could have just... Fuck is all this confusing shit? I ain't gonna use this shit. Motherfucker. I ain't gonna use none of this shit. Fuck you think I want to be an accountant, bitch? Shout out to, my bad. Shout out to any accountants in the building. I ain't trying to front on nobody's career. Fuck you think I'm about to be, what's wrong with you, lady? Teach this shit more simpler. Teachers be mad because you don't get this shit. Bitch, you can't teach. If you was a good teacher, we'd all know this shit. It ain't us, it's you. Motherfuckers got to get Mr. Clark in the school or something. We got to get some motherfuckers that's willing to fire teachers, suspend teachers to get the students right. I'm a little smart ass nigga. If I came home with a bad report card, I'd be like, it ain't my fault. It's the teachers. It's the teachers. They be half-assing. They don't know how to articulate shit. And then I be needing extra time. Like that 40-minute class, I can't get everything with this geometry shit in that 40-minute class. I need some extra time, and they ain't giving me that. See the love. What's going on? Blessings, blessings. All right, it's true though. Hiding this in plain sight. Nah, but all jokes aside, there ain't no difference between geometry and motherfucking astrology. Shit, the same shit. Dealing with angles, straight lines, positioning, opposites. Opposites, that's a straight line. Squares, that's a right angle. Trines and all that. It's the same shit. The same shit. Fuck on with these teachers. Fuck on with the American educational system. It sound like you still carrying them feelings. Nah, dead ass though. Dead ass. You know how much shit I could have been doing with that summer? You know how much summertime in high school is a different story. We older now, so we got jobs and shit during this. When you summertime in high school, so niggas be depressed in summer school in the summertime. Goddamn right, I'm holding some trauma from that shit. I'm good at math, but I hate it. That was not my shit. I'm gonna keep it honest with you. I'm an air sign. I was a straight English history. Got a 10-page essay due the night before. I'd get an A- on that shit, B+, nothing. That shit was light work. I'm gonna read and write like a motherfucker. But once you start throwing all these extra fucking equations at me, bitch, I don't know what you want me to do with all this shit. Anyways, a little comical warm up, but shout out to everybody in the building. Moon and Virgo. So, like I said, I hope y'all utilizing the day to get structured, stabilized, to get organized. The sun is in Leo, so a lot of that Virgo energy is going towards our Leo awareness. So, like I said, some of you guys are realizing things about yourselves when it comes to how y'all express yourselves. Some of y'all probably was a little critical of yourselves the past 2.5 days. You may have expressed yourself a certain way to your partner, or you working on a creative project, or anything that was dealing with you expressing yourself. You might be reflecting a little bit like, damn, how could I have delivered that message more efficiently? You know, Mercury, Virgo is critical as shit. Did I have to express myself like that? Does this song need more mixing? You know, is there a different way I could deal with self-expression when I'm on the camera making my content, this, that, and the third? It's that type of combination right there. But because Leo deal with self-expression, these past 2.5 days, we also might have manifested some energies with motherfuckers being real critical about the way we express ourselves. So not only just us being critical, us manifesting motherfuckers, you feel me, being mad nosy, being mad critical, mad opinionated about shit, dealing with how we express ourselves. Now, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of that should be constructive criticism though. So if you real stubborn, if you don't know how to listen, somebody might have told your ass that shit these past 2 days. Like, you know what your fucking problem is? You want everybody to hear you, but you don't know how to listen to nobody and shit. You feel me? Whatever. You might have had your partner, family member, whoever, somebody in the workplace tell you about yourself when it comes to your form of expression. If we have any Leo suns, Virgo moons in the building, Virgo suns, Leo moons, or anybody with Leo and Virgo in the big three, this the shit you be doing. This the shit you be doing. Beyonce come out with a new album, you're like, I mean, there's 2 good songs on there. It's about 2 good songs. But I don't know. I think she was trying to play with a new sound. I don't think it really fit her like that. You know? In my halo, like that's the shit I like. I don't know what this new shit is. Let me hear that halo shit. But no bullshit, all just that's my shit right there. That's one of them songs I sing in the shower like a motherfucker with nobody home. In my halo, halo. Y'all laugh because y'all know that's that shit right there. It's written all over your face. I be making up my own lyrics and shit. And baby, I see your halo. So if you got like Leo and Virgo in your big three, you probably manifest a lot of motherfuckers being extra critical about you with the way you express yourself, how you deal with your creative attributes and your creative gifts, on top of you being hella critical of yourself and others. You know? But you the friend though. You got Leo, Virgo energies, or you got prominent Leo, Virgo placements, even if it's not your big three. You the friend that, or if you're a Leo sun, Mercury in Virgo, or Leo or Virgo sun, Mercury in Leo. First of all, y'all mad smart. These matter of fact, let me look up Nipsey Hussle chart real quick. Cause I know he's a Leo, but that boy was intelligent. He give me Leo sun, Mercury and Virgo vibe. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen with YouTube so y'all could you feel me? You feel me? Let me see what's going on here. Nipsey. I think he's a Mercury in Leo though. I know I done looked at his chart mad times. Yeah, he a Mercury in Leo. So yeah, Sun in Leos, Mercury in Leos, y'all some visionaries like a motherfucker. But Virgos with Mercury and Leo, Leos with Mercury. I said Mercury. Motherfucker making them new planets and shit. With Mercury in Virgo. Yeah. Y'all intelligent as hell. But y'all be overdoing it a little bit when it comes to criticizing yourselves and others sometimes. But like I was about to say, y'all are the friend that your friend that's an artist or whoever, your friend that's doing this, that, and the third, your family member, you the one they know they can come to for an honest critique and some good constructive criticism when it comes to something they working on. You good for that. You good for that. You feel me? So shout out to y'all. But so that's the vibe we dealing with the sun in Leo, moon in Virgo. I like two songs. I ain't gonna lie. There's one joint I heard. There's one joint that's slapping on that shit. You can't break my soul. That I ain't gonna lie. That shit smack right there. But like I said, you ain't gonna hear me blasting that shit driving though. If my window's up, yeah. If my window's up. I ain't that confident. I don't know myself that much to that point to just be having Beyonce bumping with the windows down. But I fuck with Halo. I might just bump Halo with the windows down. That one I might not give a fuck. I might not roll my windows up for that one. I ain't gonna hold you. Halo. So Loki Yogi in the building. Purple Lobster in the Purple Lobster. I ain't see you in a minute. 4LMB in the building. So that's the vibe we've been dealing with. So right now, the lucky days, which this is the last day because the moon about to move into Libra, but lucky days for the past 2 days was Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Moon is in Virgo, Scorpio, and Cancer. So you guys are the ones that may have manifested some natural opportunities within the past 2 days, somewhere over the weekend. But the moon is entering Libra around midnight. So, we're going to have the sun in Leo, moon in Libra. That's a nice sextile right there. So a lot of you guys are going to be attracting energies with certain people in your life, friendships, and being able to understand which ones you can connect to for a pick-me-up, to light you up, to inspire you, or connect your creative influences with. There's going to be a lot that you see in your relationships. The sun, sight, see, awareness, Libra, one-on-one connection, relationships, relationship experience. These are all the things that we may be catching downloads with over this time. Maybe a bit more expressive in our relationships around this time, or you may come into awareness about something with your partner, and not just your partner. Let's not just single Libra down to intimate relationships. It's one-on-one relationships of all sorts. So there may be some awareness we develop about our relationships over this next transit. And you're also going to feel more inclined to want to connect, Libra, connect, relate, air, communicate, interact with things amongst your creative endeavors, with things relating to what you have awareness of. All right. So remember, Leos deal with awareness. And when fire signs deal, the element of fire represents light. When you have light, you have awareness. You can see. So this is why a lot of fire signs, Aries, Sag, Leos, they're very wise. You know, this is why a lot of fire signs are very wise. They can see, you know, they're visionaries. And they deal with the future. So they kind of perceive situations, and then the way their psyche works, they're able to interpret a lot of things that may manifest in future outcomes based off this current relationship in the present, based off this current workspace in the present. You feel me? Leos be working at a job for 1 year, and then they be like, all right, how long I gotta be at this shit till I retire? Okay, so if I work 30 years, my pension gonna be this. The fire signs be in the future like a motherfucker. Fire signs, this is coming from somebody with a lot of earth energy, so I know how to be in the present. I know how not to let the past discourage me, and not how to get too caught up in my future. Like, I'm a in the present, one day at a time ass nigga, and that's why I preach that shit, because you want to be in the present, even though we have a lot of gifts that come with you having a lot of fire and being able to deal with the future. A lot of fire signs is futuristic, visionaries, creative, or they could improvise very well. Like I be saying, they could freestyle very well when it comes to their art. Water signs deal with the past, you know, so there's gifts that come with that, you know, being able to connect their past to the present, being able to link those situations and whatnot, and how them situations may have influenced them, and how they're going to have clarity on doing something in the present or the future. You know, and then air signs jump into all of them shits. Air signs jump into the past, the future, the present. You know, they be all over the place, but you know, that's pros and cons. Air signs got to learn how to be stable at times. You know, they got to learn to concentrate on what shift they're in and not jump too much into everything, but it makes them adaptable. And then earth signs deal with the present. This is why earth signs don't like people fucking rushing them. Don't be rushing the earth sign. You feel me? Don't be fucking rushing no Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo to do shit. Especially if they gonna do it already and they ain't late. Like, you feel me? You telling them hurry up or some shit. It's like, my nigga, calm the fuck down. I know when the due date is. I'm gonna get this shit done this and the third. You feel me? You know, them earth signs is rational, practical. You know, earth signs stop fucking with you for real. If you want some rushy shit all the time, if you want some get up and go shit all the time. Man, shout out to my brother Claude for the donation on the Cash App, man. Where you at, bro? Where you at, bro? My brother, yo, listen. Y'all see that? Y'all see that last comment right there? My guy, Chalk Tanamis. Tap into my brother. Tap into my Piscean brother over there, because he definitely be spreading that Jupiter influence wisdom, man. Tap into my brother. So yeah. When the moon enters Libra around midnight, the lucky days is going to shift towards Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Leo is low-key Leo's lucky day every day is the fucking sun in their sign, and Sagittarius. All right, you guys may manifest natural opportunities, and then the moon is going to move into Scorpio on Thursday evening. And then going into the weekend to end the week, when the moon is in Scorpio, that's going to shift the lucky days towards Cancer, Pisces, Capricorn, and Virgo, and Scorpio. All right. So those are the lucky days for the week. Those are the people that may run into some natural opportunities, especially if y'all are keeping up with the moon. So if you're a Libra moon, or if not even if you're a Libra moon, if you're a Libra moon, you're a Libra sun, or if you're let's say when the moon moves into Libra tonight, right? And let's say you're one of them signs that I said can manifest natural opportunities because you in a lucky day, aka you today is a day where the moon or significant energies are naturally resonating with you. So if you are one of them signs that I mentioned for lucky days with the moon and Libra, that was Gemini, Aquarius, Sag and Leo and Libra, you participating in Libra energies is what's going to manifest some natural opportunities as well, or put you in a space where you could initiate the opportunity from thin air. So that would be you being observational, understanding when it comes into your relationships. That would be you embracing some form of connection or relatability or communication when it comes into anything dealing with your relationships or some creative endeavors. That would be you finding balance, looking at how balanced you are between what you got going on in your personal life and in your relationships, seeing how to find the balance with that, which sometimes that's a hard balance to find for a number of us, depending on the energies we have. You embracing all them Libra energies, that's how you gonna manifest opportunity out of thin air. And even if you're not one of the signs that I said that's gonna have a lucky day during that transit, that's what happens when we follow the moon overall. You follow the moon, things click. Things will motherfucking click. All right. And following the moon just means making sure you're putting some energy work or you're being responsive to the themes that relate to that sign. All right. So that's what we got going on for the week. We also have Mercury entering Virgo this week. On matter of fact, let me jump right into the transits. Let me jump right into the transits for the month. All right, guys. So on the 4th, first significant transit of the week, of the month, is going to be on the 4th. This Thursday, Mercury enters Virgo. Bro, you've been a reminder of what genuineness looks like for some time now. Oh, man. Come on now. Come on. I'm trying to get through the energy. You finna make a brother all sentimental and whatnot. I appreciate that, golden lady. I motherfucking appreciate that shit. How real is that? Our words manifest reality. You better know your what you speak into the universe and your thoughts is manifesting your current circumstances. Motherfuckers be in a certain point in their life looking at the circumstance and what they're going through in life, and motherfuckers really don't be thinking about, like, damn, how have my thoughts, my ways of thinking, what I took action on, how I respond to things got me here. It's all about, damn, what God doing to you right now, what universe doing to you. You ain't nobody doing nothing to you. Ain't nobody doing nothing to your ass. Shit. You knew what you were signing up for coming down to this motherfucking jumping in the body. You knew it was, you know it's hard as hell being a human being, aka having your mind, body, and emotions on, trying to get that on the same page every day. Because you're not doing that when you're not in a body, you're not doing all that extra shit. You just a frequency vibration. Your energy is your energy. You ain't worried, you ain't trying to connect and make sure the mind and your emotions and your action, you're not trying to do all that extra shit, but you knew what you were signing up for when you came down here. So people think it's so fucking cliche when we say your thoughts govern your reality. Think it's so cliche when we say the way you think and how you speak govern your motherfucking reality. I told my bros a couple of years ago. See, I'm from New York, so the term SMD, I'm not even gonna say the whole thing. If you don't know what SMD means, come on, y'all should know what that means. I told my bros a while ago, I said, yo, bros, we gotta stop saying this shit. We gotta stop saying this shit. Like, let's really think about what we saying. We don't even know the origin of how this became an insult. Who developed this type of insult? Who told another man? Who as a man told another man, suck my what's the name? Like, how did that happen? And now we just all saying that shit on some disrespectful shit, this, that, and the third. So you got to be conscious about how you developed your motherfucking communication methods from your environment. You got to be conscious about what the fuck you speaking. A grown man inviting another man to your shit. Whether you being disrespectful or not, that it's crazy. It's crazy. All right? So with all forms of communication, you need to get that shit together. The way you think about shit, your ability to lean on your positive ways of thinking, your positive thoughts is literally the key to things. It's just that when the situation is that intense, that difficult, that challenging in your life, obviously your ability to lean on the positive side of a situation or seeing how you can manipulate a situation to manifest into something positive. Obviously, when things are tough, that's going to be way harder to do. When everything's all good and dandy, you ain't got no real problems or issues in your life. Yeah, it's easy to be all positive and shit, but that's when we see how strong you are spiritually. When shit is going to shit for you, You just got your heart broke. You just got fired. You just got your ass whooped. You just got into a crazy car accident. Something happened with somebody in your family. And you're able to go to sleep at night like, yo, things is gonna work out positively. And any positive ideas I have about anything, I'm finna take action on that shit. So shout out to all my guys, my ancestors. Just know anything y'all drop on me from a solution point of view, I'm on it. I'm on it. That type of approach defeats a whole lot of shit. That type of approach gonna defeat a whole lot of shit. And at the end of the day, life, you're gonna take some L's in life though. Like that's another thing you gotta understand. Like you're gonna take some L's in life. So the more you understand that, sometimes it ain't gonna be your day. Right now, the moon is in Virgo. So the lucky days is for Capricorn, Taurus, Cancer, and Scorpio, and Virgos. Motherfucking mutable signs, Gemini, Pisces, and Sag might not be having the best day right now. Like, might not be having the best day. Might not be having the most fruitful, positive feeling start to the week because there's some friction between them and the moon. So, you know, you're going to have some good days, you're going to have some bad days. But the more you understand that, there ain't nothing going to be a straight line. Even when you manifest everything y'all working towards right now, this is the last thing I'm going to say, I'm going to get right into the changes. Everything that y'all are working towards right now, everything that y'all are trying to manifest, y'all are trying to bring into fruition, y'all are trying to create, or any circumstances that y'all may be dealing with. Once you get all of that shit, you still gonna have some bad days sometimes. Whether you trying to be financially free, whether you trying to spiritually develop yourself in certain ways, whether you got some personal habits, aspirations, and goals, you gonna manifest all that shit, and you still gonna have some days that, you know, is a little gloomy. You know, everything deals with graduation. So the goals you have now, best believe when you accomplish them shits, when you manifest that, there's going to be another set of goals. There's going to be another set of standards that you want to aim for. That's just how it goes. All right. What's popping, LV? I see you. All right, so on the 4th this week, Mercury enters Virgo, guys. All right, now we need to know Mercury. That's the spot right there. That's the home spot. We can also say Mercury is exalted there. When a planet is exalted, this is a place where it feels the most powerful. It feels invincible. It's doing all the shit that it loves to do, but it could also wear itself the fuck out in that area as well. So that's the motherfucking con to the pro of the sign being that powerful. You can almost say when a planet is exalted, this is a peak. This is like a peak energy of a planet. So if you just look at your zodiac sign and you look at the sign that's exalted, because I was breaking down this on my Patreon, we know the zodiac signs are an archetype. So what makes up the archetype? The element, the modality, whether it's cardinal, fixed, or mutable, the ruler. But once we get past that, you know, you can even say the house that the sign comes out of. But once we get past that, you feel me? What part of NYC you from? I'm from the Bronx. Once you get past that, you got the exaltation planet of that sign. You got the planet that falls in that sign. And you got the planet that is debilitated in that sign. All of these energies affect the archetype of that sign. So I'm a Libra. My ruler is the sun. I said the sun. My ruler is Venus. So when it comes into Venus-like things, I'm going to access a lot of Venus-like things in my life. And I'm going to naturally radiate a Venus type of energy. So whether that's being a people's person, whether that's being a harmonious individual when it comes to interacting with others, whether that's, you know, having my values on the subconscious a lot of the time, whether that's me dealing with a lot of circumstances, dealing with love and intimacy in my life or whatnot. Those are just natural influences I have as a Libra, as my ruler. But when we get deeper into the archetype, what's my exaltation as a Libra? Saturn. So Saturn is an energy that Libras overdo. Saturn is the energy that Libras may feel real confident with by default. Or they're going to love dealing with Saturn-like things. Building, structuring, business, making money, finances. Why y'all think Libras ghost people? Why y'all think Libras be ghosting people? Y'all think it's just because they're air? No, they got the fucking Saturn exaltation. So Saturn is a little ain't no little. Saturn is ruthless. Once it sees something that ain't serving it, something it can't build with, something that ain't productive, it's gone. It's detached. It's going to restrict it. It's going to limit it. So, you know, that's something that naturally, when it comes to Libra energy, this Saturn energy is something that they can embrace and deal with very well, you know. But then when we look at the The planet that falls in Libra, that would be Mars. Excuse me, that would be the debilitated planet would be Mars. So when it comes to a Libra being intentional, you know, being driven to take action on things, expressing their anger and frustration when it's needed and actually reasonable to do so, because you've been taken advantage of and you've been too passive. That's what we not good with that shit. 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 I'm sorry. We got to work on that shit right there. You feel me? Motherfucker step on our all white G phasers. Motherfucker step on our come up to the spot. All white clean joints. You feel me? Motherfucker step in your shits. Fuck your whole shits up. You feel me? I ain't gonna say you gotta be a nigga and beat a nigga ass because they step on your shoes, but like, come on, son. Like, I just came up in the spot. You feel me? My shit is Chrissy. My first time wearing these shits tonight. You gotta at least look at a nigga like, yo, what's up with you, bro? Come on, my nigga. The fuck? You at least gotta do that shit or something. Motherfuckers leave it like, nah, you good, you all right. Nah, it's all right. I'm gonna just wipe these shits off. Wipe what off, nigga? This shit's is scratched. Ain't wiping nothing off. The texture of the shoe is different. The fabric is malfunctioning like a motherfucker. Fuck you talking about right now? It's all good. All right. I got another pair. It's all good. I got another pair. You feel me? So we Libras, we don't do good with that Mars shit. That's why when we jump into Mars energy, it's usually in an extreme way. And that's how you act with your debilitated energies most of the time. Either it's like when you deal with your debilitated and your fall state planets. So Mars debilitated in Libra, and then the sun falls in Libra. So when Libras deal with Mars energy or sun energy, it's either in an extreme way, something forced them and pushed them to have to deal with that shit, or they may surprise themselves. So when the Libra is actually intentional about something they want to take action on, and they create some shit through their ideas, but they didn't just stay in their head. They actually took action on some shit instead of talking about it, instead of relating that shit to their best friends, instead of communicating about that shit, and they actually put work into it. They actually was, put some movement into that shit, like their opposite sign that is ruled by Mars and the sun is exalted in Aries. Then it's a different story. A lot of Libras start surprising themselves with the shit that they create and do. But that's how that goes. That's how that goes when you're looking at the archetype of your sign. So the exaltations for every sign, Aries is the exaltation is the sun. Exaltation for Taurus is the moon. Exaltation for Gemini don't got an exaltation. Gemini and Sagittarius don't have an exaltation. But that's why they both overdo their energies. That's why they both overdo. This is why Gemini overdoes Mercury energy. And this is why Sag overdoes Jupiter energy. So this is why you have Geminis that literally their thoughts are just so unstable, or it's just too many of them. Like even the most smartest, intelligent Geminis, like there is always an equation going on in their motherfucking head. This is why they're probably the number one communicators in the zodiac. They have a Mercury with no exaltation. So they may put all their marbles into that shit by default. And then you got Sagittarius, come out the womb spiritual. Come out the womb religious. Come out the womb with a philosophy. Motherfucker Sagittarius, baby, come out the womb. As soon as the doctor about to cut the umbilical cord, it's like, hey, what you doing? Let all these motherfucking nutrients transfer first. It's like, nigga, you is 5 minutes years old. How the fuck is you talking? Trying to teach me some shit. Doctor learned some shit from a Sag. Doctor come home to his wife like, yeah, today was a weird day, man. I delivered this one baby. It was a Sagittarius. I delivered this Sagittarius baby today. Motherfucker was trying to teach me some shit. It's a Sagittarius. He's going to overdo some Jupiter shit. It's going to be a pastor. It's going to be a preacher. It's going to be a teacher. It's going to teach them what they do, even if they're an artist, even if they're weird about what the fuck a Sagittarius does. They finna teach in some type of way with the shit that they do. They finna inspire others with their experience and wisdom in some type of motherfucking shape or form. So you got Gemini and Sag. Then you got the Cancer. What's Cancer's exaltation? Jupiter. Some of y'all, this is why some of y'all favorite astrologers have Cancer placements. Shout out to my motherfucking homegirl Shady Sherrills in the building. Cancer rising. Well, she not in the building, but shout out to Sherrills, man. Cancer rising. This is why some of y'all favorite spiritualists and healers have Cancer placements. This is why y'all favorite teachers, some of y'all favorite teachers that y'all probably connected with in school, the teachers you actually fucked with, they had Cancer placements. This is why that motherfucker in your family, whether it's your grandma, your father, your mother, your sibling, that is able to teach you a whole lot of shit or help you to make sense of your experiences, got some Cancer placements. Cancer gonna overdo some Jupiter shit. Cancer gonna overdo some Jupiter shit. And their gift with that is that they're able to raise vibrations. You feel me? So they already cardinal water, so they got the influence to create and establish a vibe, but Jupiter helps them to expand the vibe or raise a vibe from a heavy place. So this is why a lot of Cancers are comedians. Kevin Hart, Cancer Sun. Dave Chappelle, Cancer Moon. You could just keep going and going. This is you're gonna find some Cancer placements in the most prominent, in a lot of y'all favorite comedians a lot of times, because they know how to take an experience, Jupiter, you feel me, and make light of it, raise it into a lighter space. Jupiter, once again, Jupiter doesn't like heavy energy, doesn't like, comes out of the house of it's home in the house of enlightenment, and it's home in the Pisces house. So if your favorite places like that you like to be as a planet is the 9th house that deals with the house of higher learning, the house of spiritual expansion, ain't no limits in the house. Then if the other house that you love to be in is the 12th house, what limits is in that house? We dealing with the astro realm. We dealing with your dreams. You feel me? So you finna be limitless in that area too. But this is how Cancers get when they deal with their psyche and with the emotions. They have that ability. It's just that they ruled by the moon, so it get a little shaky there. Because if you have the moon if you're a Cancer and you ruled by a moon, you're constantly trying to understand how to stabilize your emotions, and you're naturally going to be sensitive to things because you're ruled by the moon. So you have to take all that into account with the natural wisdom that they have, or the natural emotional intelligence that they bring here. But depending on the Cancer's environment, how they was raised, what they've been around, or certain lessons, or certain lessons that they may have experienced in their life, then that's going to affect a lot of a Cancer's mood. We know that your childhood affects a lot with you. We know that your 4th house, your 3rd house develops a lot of your character going into your adult stages, before you end up moving up into the 7th house where you start connecting with others in the external realm. Shit. When we're looking at that Cancer energy, Cancers, they have to, make sure they tap into that shadow work in their 20s, that they had a rough upbringing, because, they'll hold that shit deep. It's a little underestimated how deep Cancers can hold. Myra, what's going on, my? I got my in the building, Sierra Waters in the building, Soul Group in the building. So, but yeah, that's that Cancer shit. That's that Cancer shit right there. You feel me? Then you got the exaltation of Leo. We can say Neptune. You can say Neptune is the exaltation of Leo. This is why a lot of y'all right now, Leo season is hella dreamy about your potential. I use the word potential when I describe Leo. Y'all hella dreamy about your potential. Y'all envisioning a lot. Yeah, a lot of y'all motherfuckers is looking at December and November right now. Slow y'all ass down a little bit. All right? Embrace them dreams, though. You need a daydream, though. You need a dream. You need a daydream. You need to play with your imagination. You feel me? But you got to make sure. A lot of comedians are Mars ruled too. That's crazy you say that, because Mars is exalted in Capricorn, and I know Richard Pryor and Mike Epps, they're both Capricorn. So look at that. Thank you for that, Sierra. So yeah, I joke about being in foster care. That makes sense. People be rolling. Right. Cancers is good for that. So we got that going on with Neptune. Neptune is the motherfucking exaltation of Leo. This is why if you got Neptune in the 5th house, when it deals with when it comes to your creative expression, these are the people, Neptune in the 5th house people, they finna express themselves, not giving a fuck about how you receive that shit. So you'll have another, damn, Jamie Foxx, Martin, Aries, no, you're Scorpio. I know you're Scorpio sun, Aries moon, or Aries moon, Scorpio sun, something like that. No, Martin is an Aries. He's an Aries. I'm bugging. I know Jamie Foxx, he a Sag. Jamie Foxx a Sag. So, Yeah, Neptune in the fifth. So you got some people out here that may want to be, they want to drop a clothing brand, or they want to start doing something with some type of creative energy, right? They want to express themselves in a creative way, and then, you feel me? They might be real critical of themselves. They might be real hesitant. They might be overthinking how people are going to receive that shit, right? Not Neptune in the fifth house. Not see Neptune. What house is Neptune home in? What sign does Neptune influence? Pisces. So when we look at Neptune, the 12th house Pisces, we know all that shit deal with blurriness, delusion. So Neptune in the fifth house, these are the people that can't. I don't take this offensive, any Neptune in the fifth house, but Neptune in the fifth house people, these the motherfuckers that they can't rap, can't sing for shit, but in they the shit though. They gonna keep putting the mixtapes out. I don't give a fuck what y'all think. I'm gonna put my dream. I'm gonna put my creative essence. I'm gonna put that shit on the stage. I don't give a fuck what y'all think. You feel me? A nigga like Kanye West got Neptune in fifth house. Like a nigga like that. Now we know Kanye West is talented, but when them first lines of Yeezus came out, we like, all right, nigga. It's looking like some vintage slavery. It's looking like a slavery brand. And Kanye probably had people in his ear like, Kanye, you sure you want to go? You sure you don't want to tidy up these clothes a little bit, these designs? I don't know. I know you're trying to be unique and original. Kanye is like, listen, bitch. Fuck is you talking about? I'm yay. And shit, he a Pisces moon. So, hey, look at that. He got some Neptune influences. Who he really is has a Neptune influence. So that just shows you that shit right there. But yeah, a nigga in the fifth house, a nigga with Neptune in the fifth house, can't tell them nothing about their creative expression. You can't tell them they can't rap. You can't tell them they can't sing. You can't tell them that shit. Motherfucker will get booed off the stage doing stand-up comedy and still be in their head like, man, them niggas they just ain't get them jokes. Them niggas have no sense of humor. So that dream goes big in the fifth house, but this is, just look at Leos. If you know Leos, man, you're not finna limit the dreams of a Leo. Leos will put their life into, a lot of Leos will become very sacrificial over their goddamn dreams. This is why a lot of Leos, not only that sun, fifth house, warm, inner childlike energy, not only this is part of the reason a lot of Leos are givers. Leos are givers. Leos are big givers. They may be in their own vision at times. They may be a little stubborn at times, but they will hold you down. They are givers. They will share with you. So that's Leo. Then you got the exaltation in Virgo. Ain't no Mercury. So Mercury, we could say Mercury like the ruler and the exaltation here. So this is why Virgos overdo Mercury like a motherfucker. This is why they probably the smartest sign. It's like the smartest zodiac sign, in my opinion. It's like between Virgo and Sag, in my opinion. It's like between them two. Honorable mention Cancer. You feel me? That's my opinion. Or I'll give you the top five: Gemini, Virgo, Sag, Cancer, probably Pisces. I ain't gonna lie, Pisces smart as fuck. They're a little ditzy, a little out of tune at times, but them motherfuckers are smart. So, Aquarius, god damn, Aquarius might have to take Pisces spot. I was trying to get Pisces that because the Jupiter influence, but Aquarius is sharp mentally. They sharp. They struggle with their actions, not because I'm a Libra. Us and Aquarius, we share the same influences with not having sun energy. The sun falls in Libra and is debilitated in Aquarius. But so Aquarius may not be that action oriented with their ideas all the time, but you sit down and have a conversation with their ass. You sit down and interview their ass. You're like, God damn, I didn't know this nigga was that smart. I didn't know that. Right. The scientific, think out the box. Astrology rules Aquarius. Aquarius comes out the 11th house dealing with the unknown. So they're going to bring a lot of insight to things that you are totally unaware of to you. My right-hand man is Aquarius. I got some shit going on in my life. I call that nigga. I just know that nigga gonna have a solution with some shit. To the point, I be asking this nigga so much. I be like, boy, why are you not rich already? The fuck wrong with you, you smart, not taking action on your ideas, head ass nigga? Get me mad, my nigga. Smart for no reason, head ass. You feel me? Then exaltation. Yeah, so that's why Virgo's gonna overdo some motherfucking Mercury. It's one of the smartest signs, if not the smartest sign in the zodiac. But goddamn, if you could read the thoughts in the Virgo brain, you would be like, you know what? I'm good. Y'all can have that Virgo shit. I ain't trying to go through all that mental stress. I will. Goddamn. But that's you know, it's a gift with every, it's a curse with every gift, y'all. Okay, so you got that going on with them. Then you got Virgo. Then we got Libra, exaltation, Saturn. Broke that down already. Scorpio, exaltation, Uranus. So Scorpios will overdo some Uranus shit, but that's an energy they feel real powerful with, being an individual. Not doing what other people do. Rebellious. Y'all think that's just Mars and well, see, that's why they're extremely the way they are, though, because they're ruled by Mars, co-ruled by Pluto. Then Uranus is exalted. All of them energies is individual. All of them energies, Mars, Pluto, and Uranus, all three of them niggas don't give a fuck about going, aligning with others. They gonna go against the grain. Them energies gonna do their individual thing. So this is why Scorpios, they'll be to themselves for their whole fucking life. This is why Scorpios, they change their environments a lot of the time. This is why Scorpios, they they're the black sheeps in their family a lot of the times. You feel me? That ass. Motherfucker come down for Thanksgiving, grab a plate, go back upstairs. It's like, damn, you gonna join the festivities? It's like, nah, y'all know I don't celebrate that shit. Y'all bugging the fuck out. I already told y'all about that shit. I'm gonna eat my shit up. I just had to come down and get my plate, though. I gotta go play with my altar in a few minutes anyways. You feel me? Gotta go do some money rituals. Motherfucking Scorpio. Virgos are extremely deep. They oftentimes submit to darkness with the strife in mind. That's why they're also stressed by their thoughts. Yep. That's a word. Nas is a Virgo. That's one of my favorite Virgos. Go listen to a Nas. Go listen to a fucking Nas interview. You ain't even gotta listen to the interview. You just listen to his music, his lyrics. You know he intelligent as shit. Look at his first album, which is one of his pretty much, Illmatic, which is one of the biggest albums in hip hop. Look at how old he was. Go look at how old Nas was when he dropped his first album. Then go listen to what the fuck he's talking about at that age. Go listen to the shit he's talking about at that. I think he dropped it at like 7. He was 17. Hold on. Come on, Google. I be asking y'all some simple ass questions, and y'all niggas be, come on, my nigga. Come on, bro. Simple ass question. Y'all niggas giving me mad links and shit. But yeah, I believe he was like 17. I don't think he was 18 yet. This nigga talking about the programs in the hood, the government. God damn, he's talking about God knowledge, God body knowledge. He's bringing up the Egyptian spiritual ancestors. That nigga, that Virgo's smart motherfuckers. Okay, he was 19. Thank you. So he's 19 talking like that. That's still young as hell to be on that frequency. You feel me? And didn't even graduate high school. Facts. I don't even know if he went to high school. I thought he just finished 8th grade and he said, fuck high school. But yeah, I know he didn't finish that shit. You feel me? And then go watch a Nas interview. Intelligent motherfucker. So yeah, that's the Virgo exaltation there. Then you got just Libra, Scorpio. Excuse me, we've been past Virgo. Scorpio, Uranus. So that's why Uranus, Scorpios is hella transformative, hella individual, hella rebellious. This is why they're willing. It's one thing having a lot of energy that deal with transformation, but Scorpios, because they have these energies, Mars, Pluto, Uranus, the Uranus, this is what I was trying to tell you about Uranus the other day when I was talking about the conjunction happening in Taurus right now with Mars, Uranus, and the North Node. The Uranus is here to teach us that there's no spiritual ascension without establishing your individuality. You cannot think you're going to ascend from this realm if you transition without establishing who you are and how you're different from everybody else. The more you align with the collective and just do everything the collective does, you're going to stay in this realm till you figure it out. You're going to keep reincarnating until you figure it out. You know? So Scorpios, Uranus is their exaltation. Nobody need to teach Scorpio this. Nobody needs to teach Scorpio this. Don't nobody need to teach Scorpio a goddamn thing when it comes to individuality. You feel me? You ain't really gonna see a clingy Scorpio. You're gonna see a possessive Scorpio, but those two different things. Clingy and possessive is different. You could be possessive without being clingy. Possessive is like a subconscious manipulative type of energy. Clingy is just you just on a motherfucker. You just on a motherfucker. It ain't even no intent behind you being on a motherfucker. To be possessive, you kind of got to be a little strategical a little bit. You got to be a little strategical. You got to strategize shit. Motherfucking Scorpios. You feel me? So you got that going on there. And then who's next? Sagittarius. I said Sagittarius. No exaltation here. They just overdo Jupiter. Hella wise, preachers, into the spirit, into philosophy, catching the Holy Ghost. Jupiter, that's a fucking Sag. The 10th house, or they gas things a lot. This is why I love y'all Sag, but y'all be lying too. Y'all be lying, but it's because you overdo Jupiter, so you just expand on things. You sometimes there's little white lies. Sometimes y'all just exaggerate. So I ain't gonna. Some of y'all be lying, but I'm gonna say mostly I just be exaggerating because you overdo Jupiter. So it be one little story. You're gonna extremely expand on that shit. You feel me? So you got that with Sagittarius. Then who's next? Aquarius. The fuck is exalted in Aquarius? So you got Uranus as an exaltation. What falls in Leo? So Aquarius ruled by Saturn, co-ruled by Uranus. I think Aquarius don't have an exaltation. I don't think Aquarius has an exaltation. You feel me? When we look at Leo, Saturn is opposite. So Saturn is the debilitation. Yeah, Aquarius ain't got no exaltation. So they're going to go hard with Saturn and Uranus energy like a motherfucker. You feel me? They're going to be some individually ass thinking out the box, trying to use my out the box ass ideas to build some motherfucking stability out this bitch. And I don't give a fuck about who aligns with these ideas or not, because I know I'm smarter than a lot of other people. Like that's what I like about Aquarius. They know they smart. Like they knows they smart. They tell you that shit. Like I ain't no fucking dummy. Don't play with me. Don't fucking play with me. You know they be blunt and direct as shit. And then yeah, Saturn's debilitated in but Leo has an exaltation, Neptune. But I guess it's just Saturn that falls in Leo. Yep. So yeah, Aquarius ain't got no exaltation. They just go ham with the Saturn Uranus influence. And then motherfucking Pisces, Venus is their exaltation. Venus is the energy that Pisces overdo or they feel real powerful with. So Pisces will use Venus as a power to manipulate a situation, aka seduce you, throw a whole bunch of intimacy at you. You feel me? To keep your ass where you at. You think about going to that other chick crib. This Pisces woman gonna throw that Venus bomb at your ass. You ain't going nowhere. This is why a lot of them are super compromising. This is why a lot of them, for the most part, they're very harmonious in relationships. Most Pisces, they bring a harmonious vibe into their relationships. They bring a gentle vibe into their relationships. Most of the Pisces can be crazy, but a lot of times, you feel me, a lot of that shit, crazy Pisces, that shit really be developing from their upbringing, an unhealed situation. But a Gucci Pisces, they'll tell you like, I don't want to be doing all of that extra shit. Like, I don't want to be doing all that extra shit with you. You feel me? But man, what y'all talking about in the comments? What y'all talking about? I appreciate that seed of love. I appreciate that. But yeah, if you got Venus is exalted in Pisces, so that's why they overdo things with love too. Like they love, they want love, they crave love, they desire love. So a lack of love for a Pisces growing up can affect a whole lot. That can affect a whole lot, you know. So if you're like a Pisces Sun, Virgo Moon, or something, or a sign that doesn't deal with Venus energy well. So if you're like a Pisces Sun, Aries Moon, Scorpio Moon, Virgo Moon, it's hard finding the balance with how you deal with love. Because at times you're gonna feel like you don't receive it, you don't get it, but then you're gonna want it a lot. So you're gonna be on, it's gonna be hard to find a medium. You're gonna be on some like, damn, I really want love. I want to feel loved. I want to love up on somebody. I want to give love. Like Pisces want to give love. Feel me? A Pisces probably told the motherfucker that they was in a toxic relationship with, like, damn, like, what's good with you? I just want to love you. Like, I just want to love you, and you doing the most. That's some shit a Pisces will say. I just want to love you. You feel me? So, nah, not really Cap Moon. I said Aries, Scorpio. I said Aries, Scorpio, and Virgo, because that's where Venus is debilitated at and where it falls at and shit. So those signs don't deal with Venus well like that. You know, they got to learn how to, you know, build their Venus muscle up. But when it comes into Pisces, yeah, they're going to embrace some Venus like a motherfucker. They're going to embrace some Venus like a motherfucker. Pisces moons are the ones. Yeah, man, I fuck with Pisces energy heavy, man. All right, so those are exaltations for all signs, and for the signs that don't have exaltations, just know your exaltation is damn near your ruling planet. All right, so let me just stop getting off. That's the last off-topic lesson. Let's get to the energies this month. Let's just run through these real quick. August 4th, like I said, Mercury entering Virgo. Mercury's home there, is exalted there, so the mind is about to be extremely stimulated when it comes into things with career, when it comes into things building stability, when it comes to anything that's wrong with your body, wrong with your diet, wrong with your lifestyle, wrong with your regimen, wrong, out of place, out of alignment when it comes to how you schedule and things with your day-to-day routine. If you just been going through the year not feeling that energy, like, damn, my schedule was off, unbalanced, damn, my routine is not efficient, and you was just going through the whole year floating with that shit, not really doing nothing about it, you're gonna manifest a lot of frustration with Mercury and Virgo, because Mercury and Virgo don't play that shit. Mercury and Virgo don't play that shit. So you're gonna manifest extreme situations to get stabilized, to start treating yourself better, to start understanding what affects your mental health. Mercury deals with the mind. So when it gets into Virgo, it's kind of hyper in Virgo. That's the thing. It's kind of hyper here. You know, this is why Virgos, some of them are very restless. This is why a lot of Virgos don't need a lot of sleep. I ain't gonna say they don't need a lot of sleep, but they could function very well without a lot of rest. So this is why they'll work so many jobs, because sometimes they just sleep for 4 hours and they Gucci, take a cat nap and they Gucci. You feel me? And yeah, when Mercury moves into Virgo, that's what that energy is about. So when you look at that house that you have Virgo in, just know Mercury is going to come in there and bring curiosity. It's going to bring new ideas. It's going to bring thoughts. It's going to stimulate conversation to manifest some new information, some new awareness about something, right? Because deal with communication. So this may be an area you feel more inclined to communicate about with Mercury entering that house. But also the house that you have Mercury in, like I had said earlier, this is already an area where I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna have to hurry up this live. Y'all want to fuck up some more of them grapes. But motherfucking Mercury and Virgo, what I was saying, the house that you have Virgo in, it's already, you already extra detail oriented in there because Mercury rules that house. So that's a house. Not only is the house in the sign your Mercury is in is what's on your mind a lot and mostly influences how you communicate and organize and structure your ideas and thoughts. The house Virgo is in and the house Gemini is in. Those two houses are naturally connected to your Mercury placement, just like how I said your sun placement is naturally connected to the house Leo's in, even if it's in another sign in another house that doesn't have shit to do with Leo. It's connected to your Leo house. All right, this is just natural house ruler, house lord connections. So just look at your Virgo house. You're probably extra critical in that house, manifest a lot of constructive criticism in that house. That house probably has a huge influence on how you routine things in your life, or how you've learned to work on things in your life. You try to work on that house a lot. Where my Virgo at? In the 8th house. God damn. So this is why I'm a shadow work. Look at all the shit I be telling y'all all the time to work on and build. Detachment, the subconscious, healing. Virgo ain't no motherfucking joke in that 8th house. I ain't gonna lie to you about it. Not to dive too deep in that. That's how that plays out in the house that you have Virgo in. So now Mercury's gonna come in there and develop a whole bunch of new strategies. It's gonna, you feel me? He's gonna usher you new instructions on how to work on things. You feel me? Like I said, you manifested. You naturally gonna manifest new information in this house. Just make sure y'all don't overthink things in this house. Take things one day at a time. Write your ideas down in this house. Write shit down. You feel me? You should be writing shit down when it comes into your Mercury transit, because Mercury influences are very frequent, aka your thoughts. How many thoughts do you have in 60 seconds? So knowing that Mercury's in a place where it loves to be, and it gets to be efficient, it gets to be as efficient as possible here. See, me, I wasn't efficient in geometry class, but when we go to gym class, I'm gonna fuck some shit up. That's where that was my exaltation in school. Recess lunch? Oh yeah, that's my shit. That's my exaltation. That's my motherfucking exaltation. All that geometry shit, all that other shit, you can have that shit. Give that shit to the fucking Virgos and the Geminis, and give that shit to the, the Mercury in the 1st house, the Mercury conjunct the sun. Give that shit to them niggas. Let me know when lunchtime is. Let me know when it's recess. Let me know when school's done. How about that one? So that's motherfucking Mercury in Virgo. Understand, you just want to be shit. You got Leo. Well, some of you guys may have intercepted houses, so you may have Leo and Virgo in the same house. So Mercury may not be moving into a new house, or it may move into a new house like halfway through Virgo. But just look at your Leo house now. Think about all the ideas. Think about all the reminiscing you doing in this house. Think about past situations. Think about how many things you mentally connected to in this house. Think about all the new information you've got in this house. The house that you have Leo in. Look at the past couple of weeks. Tell me that house hasn't been on your mind. Tell me you haven't manifested situations in that house to make you think about that house more. And we already know that the Leo house is very active, period. Right? So that's what's going on with that. Is Mercury and Virgo naturally going to harmonize with the Earth sign. So Capricorns and Taurus, understand you guys got to be all ears and eyes, because you could walk into the plug right now. You could walk into a promotion. You can walk into a situation where somebody gives you exactly what you need to take your brand, business, or what you build into the next level. Don't underestimate the gems people drop on you right now with Mercury and Virgo harmonizing with y'all. Don't underestimate that shit, Capricorn. Motherfucking my beloved Taurus. All right. And then the friction is naturally going to be with the mutable signs. So Geminis, Sag, and Pisces, you guys are going to have to make sure that you kind of slow it down around this time. You kind of get more stable. You allow yourself to move with an agenda. I was making fun of y'all on my Patreon yesterday. I was talking about how scattered the other mutable signs are, besides Virgo. Motherfucking what's her name? Gemini, Sag is probably the two most scattered signs in the zodiac. Them signs influence movement and traveling. So it's hard for them signs to be stable sometimes. It's hella hard for them signs to sit in one place at one time. They want to do so much. They have such a long bucket list. They know so many people. They're a part of so many different activities, things, communities, groups. This is something to keep in mind around this time, Gemini, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Pisces, when it comes to your creative influence, when it comes into stabilizing and grounding your dreams and emotions, this is going to be a fruitful time for you to be able to embrace that. If you guys are not able to embrace these things around that time, then that's what's going to make you really feel a friction. All right. So you could just catch the natural friction from the transit. And once you catch that natural friction, use that shit. Don't fight it. Be like, okay, I'm aligned with that. I'm going to align with that. You throwing that Mercury and Virgo energy at me from an opposite angle, aka Pisces, or from a square angle, Sagittarius, Gemini. I ain't going to fight that shit. I'm going to align with it. I'm going to use it. I'm going to get structured. I'm going to get more detail oriented with how I stabilize things. I'm gonna understand what affects my mental health. I'm gonna make sure I have a routine. We want to have a routine walking into Mercury and Virgo, because like I said, if we're not embracing that, that's when all hell's gonna break loose with that transit. All right. Your higher self, I appreciate the what you call these shits, the super chat. Appreciate the donation. Can you tell me Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Virgo all in the 5th house? So Virgo in the 5th house overall is gonna have a very high standard of perfection when it comes into their creative gifts, or when it comes to not the creative gifts, but when it comes into how they go about expressing it. So sometimes you guys have to take leaps of faith in this house. Sometimes you guys have to kind of not be too practical and rational in this house, because by default with Virgo here, you naturally gonna be practical and rational about how you deal with expressing yourself. So you don't want to overdo it here. Once again, Mercury exalted in Virgo, so they overdo the Mercury. You feel me? But you know, Virgo in this house, a lot of the times your intelligence is what's on display with Virgo in the 5th house. People see your intelligence, or you develop reputation, or the things that you have knowledge about, the things that you're pretty informative about. These things we pick this up from you. We see this shit. We see your ability to gain stability and bring structure or bring stability to a relationship, situation, environment. We see that shit. If you're a Virgo in the 5th house, what are you? You are what's the name rising? Taurus rising. Yeah, you're a Taurus rising. You feel me? Most likely. So now you got the sun in there, the moon in there, Mercury in there. So you got a 3-planet stellium in this house. So you incarnated here. Like I was talking about stelliums the other day. I said, when you got a stellium in the house, this is an area that's very active. All right. So it indicates one of two things. The area that you was very active in a previous life, and you brought a lot of experience here because you ain't get to really complete what you wanted to complete in that area in the previous life, or you lacked experience in this house, so you manifested so many planets here to keep you active in this area. What's going on, Unicorn Healing? You know, you manifested a lot of energies to keep you active in here. And I told y'all the cheat code to understanding which one of the two is. I said, if the sun is in that stellium, if the sun is a part of that stellium, then you know this is a house that you lacked with. So sun, moon, and Mercury in that 5th house, you know, when it comes into, first of all, sun in the 5th house is home here. So you're always going to be seen for things dealing with how you express yourself. And people are always going to try to put your self-identity or make how you take actions. They're always going to try to center stage that in some type of shape or form. However you express yourself or take action on things in some type of shape or form, that shit always ends up center stage somewhere. The moon in the 5th house, your emotions be on the stage. So how you react to things, how you react to your ability to stabilize, structure things, or your constructive criticism. You got the sun, moon, and Virgo. You got the sun and moon and Virgo in the 5th house. So the way you express yourself and how you deal with your emotions and your ability to constructively critique others, that we know you do that. We see that. You the one that we talking about criticizing Beyonce album and shit. Like, I don't know. They got that one good song, You Can't Break My Soul. Other than that, I don't know what she was trying to do on this album. You feel me? And then your actions, you know, when you have all them planets in the 5th house, and then you got Mercury in there. So, ooh, goddamn. So you got Mercury exalted in the 5th house. So you're gonna develop a lot of creative, fruitful ideas when it comes to different forms of expressing yourself. The sun in the 5th house with that big stellium in there, you're definitely gonna have a great relationship with children, or have a strong like child spirit. A lot of times, sun in the 5th house people, you know, got a strong childlike spirit, you know. You can't get them to disconnect from having fun or, you know, neglecting inner child or what makes them feel lively. And yeah, Taurus rising. And then, yeah, you just got to make sure with Virgo and Mercury in there that when you have a strong desire to do something on a creative level, or a strong desire to express yourself, that you don't allow your thoughts to think you out of it when you know your heart is in that shit. You feel me? Okay. So that's Mercury entering Virgo. Then August 11th, all right, 2 major transits. Venus entering Leo, the full moon in Aquarius. Any planet transit in Leo is something that's going to gain some attention, some spotlight. We're going to be able to see it more because Leo's ruled by the sun. All right, it's going to be something we become more expressive with. It's something that people are going to be able to see from us by default a little bit more. So when we got Venus in there, our love language, our values, our ability to connect, our sexual pleasures, what makes us feel good, intimacy, our values, all of this is going to be seen some more. If you're in a relationship, you're dating somebody, you have a significant other, anticipate you feeling more expressive about how the fuck you feel about things. You know, this is the time, you know, you probably was naturally patient with your partner when it comes to things dealing with, you know, learning their love language or allowing them, being patient with them to let them learn your love language. But remember, it's fire. Fire ain't got no patience. All right. Fire ain't got no patience. So when Venus gets into Leo, a lot of y'all Venus and Leo head ass motherfuckers in here are some impatient motherfuckers when it comes to love. When it comes to, sometimes y'all got to learn how to be patient when it comes to giving the person you're connecting to a chance to understand your love language. Sometimes Venus and fire signs, y'all, it's like we got 3 days. You date a Venus and Leo, it's like you got 3 days to figure out their love language, or not, they gone. It's like, this nigga take too long. She wasn't doing this, that, and the third. I'm good. Where, bro? Didn't you just meet her on Monday? It's Thursday. I know, bro, but like, my nigga, that's 72 hours. That's mad time, bro. We were texting, you feel me? We had a long conversation when we first met. Like, she should have been picked up on, you know, how I deal with my feelings and emotions, what I value, what I appreciate. Like, Venus and Leo, calm y'all ass down. Calm down, Venus and fire signs. Calm down. Give your partner a chance. Give other people a chance. Because this is the reason why I do this, is because fire is expressive. So with Venus in the fire sign, you're naturally going to be expressive about what you value. You're naturally going to be expressive about what you appreciate, what you like, what you love. You're naturally going to express that in some type of shape or form. Leo more than all of them. So I don't want to jump to all the fire signs, but Leo more than all of them. So, you know, because you think you're doing that, you're like, shit, they should be picking it up. I'm not hiding it. I'm not a Venus in Scorpio. I'm not a Venus in 8th house. I'm not a Venus in a 4th house. I'm not hiding my love language. I'm not hiding what I value and appreciate. I'm expressing it. I'm putting it in their face. How long is it going to take for them to understand that I like my feet rubbed like this? I like being touched like this. My love language is quality touch. Quality time and motherfucking, you feel me? It's like, hold the fuck on, Venus and Leo. God damn. Shit. So you need to be easy with that shit. But this is the energy we finna be in with Venus and Leo, though. So you got to be easy with your partner. And if you see, like I said, guys, with power comes responsibility, right? So we're the ones that know better, because we're the ones that understand the energies. So if you're dealing with your partner around this time and you just see they're a little bit more intense with trying to express things that they want you to see with them, that they want you to value about them, that they want you to understand that they like, you feel me? If you invested in a relationship, you value the potential of what y'all doing, just, you know, let them get their little shit off a little bit. Let them get their little shit off. You feel me? So that's Venus and Leo all day, every day. Any planet that Venus transits is an energy that we're being influenced to make sure we connect with it. We harmonize with it. We give it some support. We pour into it. We understand it. We align our motherfucking feelings with that shit. You feel me? So with Venus transit in Leo, when it comes to everything we experience and now, everything we're trying to take action on now, when it comes into creative endeavors, how we express ourselves, anything we want to be seen for, things dealing with connecting to the inner child, healing the inner child, all of these things. When Venus gets in here, now it becomes more of an emotional priority to make sure we're connected to these things. The sun is just giving us the awareness and putting it in our face like, motherfucker, you got to work on this, or you should embrace this form of expression, or this, that, and the third, or you don't be having no fucking fun. What the fuck? You just jumped into a body to stay at home all day. Take your ass to the motherfucking park or some shit. So the sun in Leo's just putting all that shit in our face. You feel me? You creative, non-using your creativity ass motherfucker. You feel me? So that's what the sun in Leo's doing right now. But when Venus get in there, now your feelings are more aligned with that shit. Now you start feeling like you're really doing yourself a disservice for real by not pouring into how you like to have fun, or your 5th house type energy, Leo-like energies in your life. You feel me? Especially when it comes into your relationships. A lot of people right now may start feeling like their relationships need some spice. You know, needs to be turned up in some type of shape or form. I was making a joke on my story. I clipped a little old clip from from an old live, you know, talking about spicing up in the bedroom. If you gotta hop in a costume, if you gotta hop in a Catwoman suit to spice some shit up, go order that motherfucker on Amazon tonight. Stop playing. Fellas, if you gotta hop in a Batman suit and just jump out the bathroom like, it's Batman. That's not even how Batman sounds, but if that's what the fuck you gotta do, you gotta surprise your wife when she come home or some shit. Or you just put on a Spider-Man outfit and you just, like, babe, you home? Motherfucker nigga just come down from the ceiling or some shit. Get your ass upstairs. We're going to do some shit tonight. All right? We're going to do some shit. Put on a cape, turn into Superman, do what you got to do. Make sure you lay out her Superwoman lingerie or some shit. So she got her shit, you feel me? Tell her ass she Lois Lane and shit. And tell her, y'all motherfuckers, we finna fly around the crib tonight. That's what we finna do. Oh my God. I'm like, you feel me? I know how to get your girl excited, man. Y'all be know what y'all be doing. You gotta know how to get your girl excited. Oh my God, I'm gonna be Superwoman. You got my outfit upstairs too. Oh my God. Okay, let me go change it to it. Okay, let me take a shower first, babe. Oh my God. Like, yeah, don't take too long now. I got a lot of crime to save in these streets, all right? So I gotta handle you, then I gotta go handle the streets. Hurry your ass up. A little smack on the booty. Hurry your ass up. Come on, fellas. Y'all gotta know how to spice it up. It's Leo season. So in Venus and Leo, when Venus and Leo come, this is what your partner gonna be looking for. Understand that. You get a little mood and shit from your partner. It's like, what the fuck is your problem? You had a mood this whole past 2 days. Motherfucker be like, when's the last time you gave me head? So that's why you mad? So that's why you run around moody? No, because I didn't express to you how much I love head. Like, I don't get it. Like, is it that hard to just do without me asking for it? Like, don't you understand head is my love language? Like, so motherfuckers gonna be moody, Leo energy, passive aggressive. Motherfuckers gonna be passive aggressive as shit when it comes into what's bothering them a little bit, and then might end up expressing it in an extreme way. So Venus and Leo is a little doozy. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. A lot of y'all in the chat got Venus and Leo, and y'all know these is the attributes y'all be playing out. Y'all know these are the attributes y'all be playing out. But this is gonna create a lot of opportunities to harmonize with the earth. This is gonna harmonize with the fire signs, you know. So when it comes to Sagittarius and Aries, you guys are naturally going to manifest Venus-like opportunities, either being able to connect with others in a creative way, intimate way, find some resolve, understanding in your relationship, get to understand your partners, especially Aries. You need to embrace this shit around this time, all right? Because you know you be needing to work on your Venus shit. So Aries, this is time for you to understand what compromise kind of look like, you know. After you explain what is it that you into, you gotta understand back. Like, you gotta listen back. It's a give and receive. All right, it's a give and receive. Yo, Trey Finesse, what's popping, gang? My 7th house is in Leo, and I have Venus and Libra. Damn, you just stole all my placements. What's up with you? What's up with you, Barton? Damn, you just stole all my placements. Shout out to everybody with that Leo in the 7th house. Shout out to all my Venus and Libras in the building. Y'all already know what it is. Let me grab some agua. You feel me? Shout out to all them placements in the building. So yeah, fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, natural opportunities to find that resolve in your relationships, to get closer to what you truly value in your life, establish more of a value system in your life. You're gonna develop a bunch of natural opportunities to do that, and a lot of them energies may be coming from your Leo house. You feel me? Then is gonna have friction with the fixed signs. So motherfucking Scorpio, I'm trying to help y'all right now. Scorpios, Aries, Taurus. If y'all are in relationships, Taurus is gonna resonate with this a little bit better than Aquarius and Scorpio, because Venus is ruled. I mean, Taurus is ruled by Venus. But y'all gonna have to learn how to express some motherfucking feelings around here. This is not the transit. Venus and Leo is about putting your love where we can see it, not being hidden about that bitch, not being hidden about what you appreciate. So you're gonna cause a little bit of static in your relationship if you on some like not expressing nothing. So this is why right now, Aquarius, Scorpios, your partners may be losing their mind trying to pull some shit out of you right now. You know? And if you feel any heavy tension, you feel like you're being forced to express your feelings, emotions with your partner in any type of way, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Taurus, then that's going to let you know that you've been extremely lacking with doing that in your relationships in some type of shape or form. You feel me? So watch out for that. The more y'all embrace that, the more y'all embrace at least some form of balance with your significant other, and learning to be more expressive to the external realm, period, when it comes into what you value within yourself, especially within the creative sense. So sometimes Aquarius, Scorpio, we don't even know what the fuck y'all value sometimes. We don't even be knowing. We don't even be knowing because y'all some individual ass niggas. And then Taurus, you feel me? Y'all like to let things speak for y'all a lot of times. Let y'all business speak for y'all. Let my outfit speak for y'all. Let my motherfucking bank account speak for me. That shit ain't gonna cut it right now, Taurus. You're gonna have to do some communication. You're gonna have to communicate a bit. That shit ain't gonna cut it, Taurus. Wildflower waist beads, wagwan bibs. So that's Venus and Leo. Then the same day, full moon in Aquarius. We know full moons is opposite from the sun. So we're going to be in a state where we're trying to find the balance between Leo and Aquarius energy. So that's our creative expression, our creative awareness, and actually connecting that to the external realm. Building associates or relationships, or being a part of certain partnerships, relationships, communities, groups that relate to the things that we're creatively into or we have awareness of, or finding ways once again to connect our creativity to the external realm. But it's a full moon, so it's going to be a lot of situations where we're going to be picking up on what we need to detach and release from when it comes into our relationships, certain groups we may be a part of. Aquarius energy deals with our individuality. So with the full moon here, there's going to be a lot of energies illuminated when it comes to what's individual about you and how you need to align that with the way you creatively express yourself. Stop neglecting that shit, but definitely detaching from anything that goes against your individuality. Finding ways to fall back from that, or understand how to deal with the resistance from a certain energy that clashes with your individuality and how you like to think about things. And then when it comes into the house you have Aquarius in, that house is going to be fully lit up. All right, we're going to go more in depth on that place, and when that time comes, that's going to be on August 11th. Then August 20th, we jump all the way to the 20th, Mars enters Gemini. So we know Mars brings passion, intentions, force, aggression, wherever it transits. And we know Gemini deals with the mind, communication, being adaptable with the ideas and forms of interaction, relationships, the local environment, traveling. So around this time, people are going to be real impatient with how they like to move around. People are going to be impatient dealing with their siblings, their relatives, people, their friends around this time. People might be real aggressive with these individuals around this time. You're going to be very passionate and goal-oriented when it comes into the ideas that you have, when it comes to the thoughts you have, especially in the house that you have Gemini in. This is going to be a house that Mars becomes real intentional about how it interacts, connects its ideas in this house, or takes action on its ideas in this house in some type of shape or form here. All right. It's just that Mars in Gemini is because Gemini deals with movement. Mars don't know how to stay still. So things can move very fast with relationships. You need to be in the present with the people that you surround yourself and deal with. Know who the fuck you deal with. Know who you feel me? Understand your circle. Understand who you allow yourself to associate yourself with around the time Mars enters Gemini, because you're going to end up getting to transformative situations because you just allowing your time and energy and who you be with to just, you don't have no discernment with that shit. You just hang with anybody. Get into some stupid shit, And Gemini knows how to persuade. Gemini knows how to persuade. So when it comes into your intentions, just who you surround yourself with, you can manifest influences that you run into strong vibrations of persuasion from other people to do certain things that you're not really aligned with. So that's what you want to watch out for Mars and Gemini. Like I said, the house you have Gemini in, Mars is going to bring some possible intense, passionate situations within your relationship, on top of passionately stimulating your thoughts. Like I said, your thoughts ain't gonna do nothing until you actually put some Mars or Sun energy behind them. So Mars is gonna be able to do that when it gets into the house you have Gemini in, and also anticipate attracting intense motherfuckers in the house that you have Gemini in. Now, and this energy is going to naturally harmonize with the air signs. All right. So when it comes to Libras and Aquarius, you guys are going to be in a space where you're going to feel more courageous when it comes to how you conduct yourself in relationships, how you communicate to people, say shit with your chest, being more intentional with how you deal with your ideas. All right. Libra, you don't really resonate with Mars energy. Mars energy is kind of neutral in Aquarius, but overall, you guys don't all the time. Libras and Aquarius, you guys don't be taking action on your ideas and thoughts a lot of times. So this is a beautiful time for y'all. When Mars enters Gemini, that's going to be a beautiful time for y'all because you're going to be able to say, fuck relationships and people and being responsible for shit with other people that I don't give a fuck about. Let me put my concentration. Mars has a lot to do with concentration. Let me put my concentration, my intention into my own fucking thoughts. Let me not feel like I got to do things with other people a lot of times. Let me initiate something, be the example, and then manifest whoever's going to connect with me, network with me, collaborate with me through my own personal efforts instead of trying to reach out to other people first. Like, hey, you want to start this thing with me, this, that, and third? So it's going to put y'all in that type of bag. It's gonna put y'all in that type of bag, all right. And then we got it's going to be creating friction with the cardinal signs. Excuse me, it's the mutable signs. I thought I was talking about Mercury and Libra. It's going to talk friction with the mutable signs. So when it comes to Pisces, when it comes to Sagittarius and Virgos, you guys are going to be placed in situations where you're going to have to be more intentional about how you actually utilize your thoughts in real time, how you actually put some energy work into that shit, some action into that shit in some type of shape or form, all right? And, you got to make sure around this time, mutable signs, when Mars, I'm going to repeat all of this shit when these transits come up, but when Mars and Gemini hits, mutable signs, Pisces, Sag, and Gemini, Pisces, Sag, and even Gemini to a degree, but Virgos, you have to be wise dealing with intense situations because Mars giving y'all friction right now can create a lot of change and transformation when you meet it when you meet Mars with a lot of intensity and whatnot. Now you just got a big clash, a big change instead of trying to understand the energy and be wise with how you align with it. So when it comes into like right now, where's Mars at? Right now, Mars is in what's the name? Is in Taurus, right? So fixed signs, Scorpios, even though Scorpio may deal with it a little bit better because they're ruled by Mars. Scorpios, Aquarius, and Leos, they may be attracting a lot of intense people in their lives right now, a lot of intense situations in their life, a lot of aggressive head ass niggas in their life, people trying to force them to do something in a certain time and whatnot, because they're the ones dealing with the friction from Mars. All right. So that's what you want to keep in mind. We got shady shows in the motherfucking building. Stop playing with us. Stop motherfucking playing. You feel me? All right. So that's what we got going on with Mars entering Gemini. Then we got the Sun entering Virgo. Then we got the Sun entering Virgo. All right. On the 22nd, 2 days later. So we already know, man. Shout out to all my Virgos in the building. Y'all time to shine is right around the mother corner. All right, it's right around the corner. And Virgo season is the conclusion, is the ending, the mutable portion of the season, of the summer season. So when it gets into Virgo season, this is a time where we're like, okay, we're about to move into the fall season. There's no sun in the fall. There's no sun. The sun start going down at 6 p.m. and shit. It'd be 3 p.m. That motherfucker be gone. You feel me? So shit stop growing, weather start changing. We experiencing a whole different shift. So Virgo season is like the season to get prepared for that. So we experience everything from the top of the year, whether you want to start at Capricorn season or you want to start at Aries season, but all the way up until this point, transiting the summertime, going through the different influences with our emotions and the home environment during Cancer season, and then going through all the different transformations we're experiencing at this moment with learning and developing things with our creative expression or the things that are creative aspirations. When we get into Virgo season, it's mutable. So now it's flexible with connecting to different energies. It's ruled by Mercury, so it's going to be detail-oriented to be able to pick out different things that we've been experiencing throughout the year, but then it's Earth. So it brings a sense of stability, a sense of, being grounded moving into the fall season. So when we get into Libra season and the weather start changing and the sun not outside and shit, at least we like, shit, I got food in my crib. I'm stabilized. Like I got my sweatsuits, I got my coats, I got everything. I'm ready for winter. Or I'm ready for this weather change. I'm ready for this shift. Motherfucking food ain't growing outside, but I got food in the crib. My crops is Gucci. You feel me? So that's what that Sun and Virgo energy is all about when it comes to getting stable And mind you, Mercury's going to be in Virgo. Mercury enters Virgo this week. So when the sun enters Virgo, Mercury's already going to be in there developing a whole bunch of ideas on how to get stable, how to get structured, how to get grounded in the house that you have Virgo in. So by the time the sun gets in there, it's like, okay, bet we had a couple of weeks of getting things in order. Now the sun could take action on these things. But we're taking action with clarity because Mercury has already been mentally stimulating how to put things in place in the house that you have Virgo in, and ultimately getting yourself grounded and stabilized in life. All right, this energy is naturally going to man. Earth signs, y'all on some. Okay, because I'm like, I know I just shouted out the Earth signs saying they manifest a natural opportunity, but yeah, that was the Mercury in Virgo transit. You feel me? So Earth signs, I could be on some shit this month. So this energy is naturally going to manifest with the Earth signs. You guys are going to be more, aspired to take action or to even do things differently, take different actions because it's mutable and it's Mercury. So you got different ideas and different perspectives. You may be influenced to start working on things with how you express yourself or creative endeavors or things within the workplace. Not with how you express yourself. Well, maybe it's the sun, so you can kind of say that, but with how you stabilize things, career opportunities, how you make money, finances, how you organize and structure your motherfucking life and getting some more organization in your life. Capricorns, you earth, but sometimes you become unorganized because of how you overdo what you're trying to build, and there's no balance within work and rest. Tauruses, sometimes Tauruses, y'all could be lazy. Sometimes y'all could just overindulge into y'all sweets and y'all snacks and y'all favorite TV shows because y'all just want to be in y'all pleasure. Y'all just want to be in y'all comfort zone. All right. So this is the time right now. It's like, all right, let me align my natural earth awareness with how to build and structure, and let me actually align that with my thoughts and with my actions, and boom, opportunities manifest, and we personally, spiritually developing. But this energy is going to have friction with the mutable signs. So when it comes into Gemini, Sagittarius, Pisces, y'all want to be getting y'all routine together now. Like, get that shit together during Leo season. All right. Oh, Cummins. Oh, wait. Glad to have you in the building. So Lone Charm. Oh, yeah. We definitely got Soul Group in the building. We definitely got Soul Group all over the place right now. Shout out to my boy. You feel me? So when we got the sun entering Virgo, yeah, Pisces, Sag, Gemini. You don't wait till the sun in Virgo to get situated, to get stable. Because I know, like I said, y'all deal with a lot of movement, so sometimes it's hard to feel grounded. Sometimes you just feel like you got a lot going on in your life. You got a lot going on with different people and shit. You feel me? Pisces, sometimes you too high in the subconscious realm. Sagittarius, sometimes you just experiencing way too much, way too explorational. That should be a word, explorational. But you like to explore like a motherfucker. You feel me? You like to go on adventures like a motherfucker. And then you got what's the name? Yo, bro, Lone Charm, appreciate the super chat, bro. Appreciate that, family. All right. And y'all tap into my brothers that you're trying to get your crystal game right. You already know this came straight from bro. This came straight from bro. And these Johns keep me in alignment. These Johns clear some energy out this motherfucker. You feel me? And this is just a few of the bunch. All right. But yeah, Pisces, this is going to be a great month for you to actually build a foundation on top of things on the subconscious and ground things dealing with your emotions. Sagittarius, this is going to be a time to find, this month has a whole lot of energies pushing you to find some stability and be able to put your knowledge and wisdom that you naturally have, your creative energy, fire element that you naturally have, into a container, to actually put it into a position where you can build it, work on it, and stabilize it. And then my Geminis. Geminis, I know y'all be tied up with mad things with different people, or y'all thoughts allow y'all to entertain so many different things, and it takes you away from what you want to personally stabilize at times because your mind is just learning so much, picking up on so many different things, analyzing so many different things. That alone, the thinking alone, the mental, the you feel me? Just swimming through your thoughts alone can move through a lot of time for y'all. So this is a time to be more efficient with how you utilize those thoughts to help you understand how you could build upon them, have more efficient action when it comes into how you put energy behind your thoughts. All right. So that's what we got going on with Mars and Gemini. And then we got, Sun entering Virgo. And then on the 24th, Uranus is going retrograde in Taurus, family. All right. So when it comes to anything that we've been experiencing in these past couple of years with Uranus, I forgot how many times Uranus goes retrograde, but I know for a fact it's a generational planet. So the fact that it's going retrograde in August is definitely gonna go direct early next year. Probably sometime like in February or some shit, or March, but maybe late January, but definitely 2023. So for the rest of the year, we are in revision mode. When this transit pops up for the rest of the year, we are in revision mode when it comes into cultivating our individuality, when it comes into initiating change, understanding the change and transformation that took place in our life, developing our go against the grain muscle a little bit, understanding we ain't got to do the shit that all of our friends be doing. We don't got to be aligned with all the influences around us, that we got to learn how to pave our own way. The house that you have Uranus in, like I was saying in a previous live, is an area of your life that has went through monumental transformation in the past couple of years. Nobody in the world can say that in the past 3-4 years they have not went through some significant change in the house that Capricorn is in, aka where Pluto's been at for the past whatever years, and the house Taurus is in, the house that Uranus has been in. Capricorn, Taurus, earth signs both correlate to the physical realm, society, government, structure, law, and look at the world in the past couple of motherfucking years. So not only has the structure of the physical reality has went through extreme transformation since these planets been in these earth signs, the house, the area of your life where Taurus is at has been going through extreme transformation, and the potential for how extreme the transformation is how much you haven't been able to let go or embrace things that's trying to push you into being an individual. So maybe you was in a situation, let's say you got Taurus in the earth house and you have something that you're mad passionate about working on, this, that, and the third. But you holding on to your job, you holding on to the security of your job, or you not allowing yourself to, take some individual initiative, working on this thing, this, that, and the third. It's almost like you manifest drastic situations, not detaching or letting go from something that, you don't have full power of. You don't have full power of that, but you could create that business. You could stabilize this, that, and third, or you could put energy work into something that you value, Taurus energy, and you could get your full power with that. So that's like Uranus vibe in Taurus, utilizing what's different about you to build stability, to build security. So that's why when Uranus got into a Taurus, not only do people naturally lose their jobs, a lot of motherfuckers quit their jobs and shit and said, fuck this shit, I'm finna build this, that, and the third. But a lot of motherfuckers lost their job and actually transitioned to something that resonated with their individuality. So, there's a whole bunch of shifts that took place with that. So what happens when this energy goes retrograde is that for the rest of the year, leading up into whenever it goes direct next year, whether it's January, February, I got to check. A lot of situations, this is very important, y'all, a lot of situations in our life that this year that we manifested lessons to embrace our individuality and we didn't embrace them, we didn't embrace them because we were kind of scared of what was going to change, what was going to transform. And remember, Uranus is unpredictable, huge influence on unpredictability. So the thing that makes things shaky with Uranus is that it's pushing you to change, it's pushing you to transform. But it ain't giving you no security about what's to come after that. It's just like, nigga, just embrace the transformation, nigga. You be all right. Niggas get shot every day, B. You be all right. You feel me? That's Uranus straight up. It's like if you die, you die. So what? You just gonna come back in another body like you always do. That's transformation. That's transformation too. But what we're not gonna do is neglect our individuality. That's what we're not gonna do. So if we die, if we transition, let it be because we had to tell another motherfucker, I'm going to do this shit my way. Or we had to be rebellious, or we had to go against the grain, or we had to be opposite. We had to think opposite. We had to think out the box. We had to think differently from our peers, differently from, well, hopefully not your peers. You should be able to share the same thoughts that you're around with your peers. If you can't share productive thoughts with your peers, you need new peers. But y'all know what I meant when I said that pretty much, just people who's around you or whatnot that ain't on your frequency. All of these scenarios to embrace these things that you may not have embraced early in the year, all of these situations are going to be replaying for the remainder of the year. So that house that you have, Taurus, and we already know we're dealing with this energy that manifested yesterday with Mars, Pluto, North Node in Taurus. So we already dealing with that shit. That's already gonna cause some shit. And I think this is I think that placement is gonna play out like a seed. So it's not going to be extreme early this week, but gradually we're going to start realizing some things happening in that Taurus house, or we're going to start realizing things that, you know, may take effect into society in some type of shape or form. But the Taurus house is just going through extreme transformation right now. It's just going through extreme transformation right now. And your ability to embrace your individuality without knowing where it's going to take you, but you just know, like, I'm going to do me. I'm going to be me. I'm going to be separate from what the fuck everybody else is doing. I don't care about how I'm going to be received right now. You know, I'd rather not care about how I'm going to be received instead of be in a jail, be in an internal spiritual jail, because I feel like if I do express my true individuality, motherfuckers ain't going to fuck with me. I'd rather take the transformation any day. If I got to die, I'm going to die. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to get on this camera and talk about astrology and spirituality. I don't give a fuck how many of my childhood friends, my old teammates I played ball with in college and high school, I don't give a fuck how any of them niggas do that, perceive me. I'm going to embrace my individuality, because that's going to bring whatever fucking transformation they got to bring. But I'm good with that, instead of being in a jail like, yeah, how are people going to perceive me if I do this? Like, I really have a strong individual pursuit to do this, but like, I just don't know. It's like, nobody else is doing this. Great. Motherfucking great. You thinking about some shit nobody else is doing? What's negative about that? You a pioneer in the making. Shit. You caught a fucking vibe. Your ancestors, your guides, your natural creative abilities just dropped a crazy influence on you. And you sitting here pondering who's going to resonate with it, how they going to receive it. Ain't nobody doing this. This is where you come in. Ain't nobody was fucking flying planes until the motherfucking Wright brothers landed. Shit. Ain't nobody was motherfucking building pyramids until fucking the Egyptians got to this motherfucker. Until the ancient Kemet civilization was started. One of them niggas had that idea, and then sooner or later they adapted it. Now we all using our spiritual abilities to build pyramids, and pyramids are built from the top to the bottom, if you ain't know. But with all that being said, somebody got to be the example of some shit nobody's doing. And when it comes into the house that we have, luminous eyes, what's going on, love? Long motherfucking time. So when it happens. When we look at the house we have Uranus in, we're constantly going through what I'm talking about right now in that house. We're constantly going through them situations. You feel me? That's why I kind of naturally, subconsciously made the example of me teaching astrology and dealing with spirituality, and that transforming all my relationships in my life until I started doing this. I got Uranus in the 12th house. So that's where I'm a black sheep. That's where I'm real individual. That's where I'm real rebellious with my belief system, with what I believe I could be, you know, with what I believe in, with my spirituality, you know, with my imagination. You ask me a question about my imagination, you're gonna hear some whole other different, weird, awkward, out the box shit. But that's mine though. That's my individual weird shit right there. So in whatever house you have Uranus in, understand that's a constant lesson you're learning in that house. You feel me? So make sure you lift that individual muscle, you get that muscle stronger. You feel me? And then you just gonna end up manifesting more people that actually resonate with your individuality. You just gonna manifest people looking at you like, oh my God, you so influential. I'd never seen nobody do this before. You motherfucking right, you never seen nobody motherfucking do this before. Shit, put some respect on my name. All right. Mystically, Shelly says she got Uranus in the 10th. So shit, you go through a lot of transformation within the workplace when it comes into what you want to be for. When it came to you telling your parents you wanted to be a doctor, when it came to you telling your parents this and the third, especially because it's opposite for the 4th house. So your parents most likely probably didn't align with what is it you wanted for career if you got Uranus in the 10th house. You wanted to pursue some whole other individual shit. You ain't want to go to college. You wanted to do this. You ain't want to follow. You ain't want to follow family traditions. You feel me? Your pop's a doctor and shit. He wanted to put you in med school. You're like, nah, I'm good, boy. I'm good. I'm gonna find my way here. Uranus in the 10th all day. You go through so many transformations, changes, and you perceived as a black sheep based off of what you trying to build in the 10th house. But guess what? Some Uranus in the 10th house, motherfuckers, all of them, when they manifest what they want to manifest in career, yeah, everybody's gonna go to them for their service and what they do, because you can't find nobody to do it the way they do it. They're gonna be individual in this house. But these people, Uranus in the 10th house, naturally gonna have the influence of trying to hone in on building that over time. So, it's kind of like it comes with the natural influence of, all right, I got this idea or I got this pursuit. I know it ain't gonna be easy. I know I'm gonna go through a lot of changes. Uranus in the 10th house know they finna go through a lot of changes pursuing what they want to pursue in career. But you feel me? Well, how the fuck do you get character development without no changes and transformation? I never heard of it. You feel me? Antoine said, all three of y'all. You feel me? Nah, it's just you got Uranus in the first, so your whole personality is different. The way you do your hair, you probably be dyeing your hair different colors. You probably got different accessories. You probably like piercings. You probably like different eccentric, vivid clothing. The way you dress is way different. You got your own fucking style. With Uranus in the first house, your personal ideals, the way your personal outlook in the world don't be aligning with shit. You be in your own fucking world with that shit. You feel me? People just know you different when you step in the room. It's in your first house. It's worn on your person. It's worn in your appearance. You feel me? Well, Uranus in that motherfucking first house. You feel me? When you personally express yourself, that shit's strong. That shit's strong. But that shit is opposing like shit though. Uranus in the first house is not aligning with shit with other people in the first house. And they don't like dealing with people who are like bandwagoners or just like hype beasts. Nah, they like having a crew of individuals with Uranus in the first house. Okay, so that is Uranus going retrograde in Taurus, guys. All right, the revision is going to be in that Taurus house, so we need to make sure we embrace how we building there. Understand you already value that house because Taurus is there, and that house may also be an area that connects to how you deal with relationships, possibly even how you deal with pleasure and love, just because it's ruled by Venus. So maybe how you overindulge into things. We all have an influence to overindulge into the house that we have Taurus in and we have Venus in. And you can say Libra and Pisces, but we're talking about Taurus right now. So if you're overindulging into anything in that house in the name of what you like, love, and the pleasure, Uranus gonna keep causing transformation in that area, because it's like, my nigga, all this pleasure does not align with the shit that we trying to individually build. You just over there losing yourself and feeling good. All right. Okay. Oh, Uranus in the ninth. Yeah, your belief system different. The shit you want to experience is different. You feel me? The shit you want to learn is different. The shit you teach is different and unique. You feel me? There's a certain unique concept about something. You feel me? Whether it's astrology, spirituality, you feel me? You got your own unique individual way of expressing that knowledge and wisdom. But you got Uranus in ninth house. You go through a lot of transformations when it comes into your belief systems, what you're studying, what you're learning. Like, I got Uranus in the 12th house. So you got Uranus like in spiritually inclined houses, the 8th house, the 9th house, the 11th house, the 12th house. You're going to go through a lot of transformations finding your spirituality. So before you even got to dealing with astrology, you probably was a little Christian when you was a kid. Then you was a little atheist for 2 years. You feel me? Started learning about Kabbalah, started looking at numerology. Then you got into astrology. You're like, all right, we here. This resonates with me, and this resonates with my individuality. We here. You feel me? So Uranus in them spiritual houses, yeah, we go through a whole bunch of transformation with our belief system. You feel me? We be having a fight for our belief system. People be trying to challenge our belief systems. You can go through that in the ninth house. You probably was a little black. You probably was a black Uranus in the ninth house. Uranus in the ninth house, 12th house. You probably was a black. No, more so Uranus in the ninth house. You probably was a black sheep in school. Uranus in the 3rd and the 9th house, you don't want to challenge your teacher. You don't want to be an asshole to your teacher. Make their day hard. They just need to come in there and teach their bullshit ass curriculum, bullshit ass American curriculum, and then your ass come in there like, why the fuck we gotta learn this shit? How am I using this shit when I get older? This, that, and the third. Like, that's Uranus in the 3rd and 9th house all day, every day. All day, every day. Teacher was mad as hell when it was your period. fucks. Like this little demon child finna come in here and question all type of shit. I'm just trying to come in here and teach you little ignorant motherfuckers. Over here, ask me how I'm gonna use this shit. Motherfucker, I don't know. You feel me? You feel me? A lot of us in here got that Uranus and Neptune. We was born with Uranus and Neptune and Capricorn. A lot of us in here, we got that conjunction. So we go through so much transformation with how we want to build stability and career overall. It don't even matter if Uranus is in the Earth house. What you wanted to pursue to build stability or how you want to broadcast yourself to the world is some whole other different shit. So that's why when it comes into Capricorn energies, how we make money, government, structure. I like to tie in Capricorn with social media because Capricorn energies deals with your social status, your reputation. So that is developed through social media a whole lot, even though Aquarius and 11th house have more of a stronger influence on technology and social media. But if you got Neptune and Capricorn, that's why we all on social media teaching astrology and spirituality and teaching holistic healing. Like we coming on this motherfucker helping other people understand how to build in a different way. In a different way. You feel me? How to heal in a different way, how to structure your life in a different way, in an individual way. You know, a lot of Uranus and Capricorn individuals are going to naturally be into entrepreneurship and shit. You know, you're going to want some authority over your career space and whatnot. So that's all the influences that come with Uranus going retrograde. And then on the 25th, we're going to have Mercury entering Libra. All right. So we got Mercury entering Virgo this week and then Mercury entering Libra the last week of the month. And Luminous Eye said, yep, they wasn't vibing with me. Yeah, my teachers ain't fuck with me neither. Now, I ain't gonna front. I fucked with my teachers. It's just the ones I ain't fuck with, they hated my ass. You feel me? I'm a Libra. I ain't hard to get along with sometimes. So anyways, when we get into Mercury entering Libra, all right, that's on the 25th. Mercury loves to be in air signs, you know, so it's just left its exaltation space and then it's going to enter Libra. And it's like, okay, now we're going to pay attention to relationships. Now I'm going to analyze things about your partner that you didn't see before. Now I'm going to analyze things about your friends or the relationships in your workplace that you ain't pick up before. If you single, we finna analyze some things that happened in your past relationship, in your last relationship that you ain't really think about before. Now we're going to be a little bit more curious as to things dealing with building relationships. So right now Mercury likes to talk. It likes to communicate. So, you know, your crush or whoever your crush is, one of y'all motherfuckers is going to have the courage to finally hop in them DMs, start a conversation in some type of shape or form. It's Mercury and Libra. This is a mating type of transit. This is a mating type of transit. You too curious, because you're gonna be, Mercury brings curiosity. So Mercury makes you way too curious to understand how things could potentially play out. You connecting to this person, how this relationship could potentially play out. So you've been crushing on the motherfucker since Cancer season. You've been liking their pics. You first 5 minutes you like that shit. Every post since Cancer season, as soon as they post, they know the first 5 minutes they finna see your shit in the notifications. You feel me? It'd be 3 a.m. you liking pictures. 3. That's when you know a nigga wants you. It's 3 a.m. a nigga like 13 pics. That's when you know a nigga wants you. Don't be having me out here liking, like you only got 25 pics on your page. I done like 19. And then when we start talking, you're gonna talk about, oh, I didn't even know you like me. This and that. Bitch, shut up. I like 19 pictures on your page. You only got 21 posts. Talking about you ain't know I liked you. You woke up at 8 a.m. and you seen 20 straight notifications from me. How you ain't get a clue? Nothing. But when we get into Mercury and Libra, it ain't none of that. It ain't none of that behind the scenes shit. Now it's like, all right, let me. Libra already is air, deal with communication, and then you got Mercury there now. So whenever Mercury is in Libra, we're way more inclined to be more communicated than we usually are. You feel me? Said nigga getting blocked swiftly. That's why I only keep 9 on my profile. Keep it short for him. Right. Ooh, I like that. I like you smart. You smart, Day Says Daily. Keep a few pics on there. So if a motherfucker like more than 2, I know what it is. I know what it is. If you trying to like all my shits, I make it real easy for you. Keep it short for them, just like Dave says Daily said. So that's a fact. That's a fact. So Mercury in Libra is definitely gonna make things curious when it comes into understanding our partner some more. Be careful. Try not to be. See, Mercury is real and could be invasive with their curiosity. Try not to be try not to be investigative in your relationship for no reason. Like Mercury and Libra could do that. Like could be a little investigative for no reason. Don't force conversation. Allow it to flow. You feel me? Allow that shit to flow. You feel me? And besides that, it's definitely gonna just be a lot of new downloads, a lot of new awareness developed when it comes into your one-on-one relationships, when it comes into things dealing with your communication methods. Like I said, relationships that you're in now and past relationships, you know, all of that shit. You feel me? If you're not in a relationship, you want to be in a relationship and shit, don't let Mercury and Libra overwhelm you. Take that shit one day at a time, because Mercury and Libra, they have you thinking about all type of forms of connection. I want this form of intimacy. I want to have somebody in my own. Relax. Just relax. It's going to drive you a little crazy. All right? And try not to overthink about things in relationships. Sometimes things could be settled with a simple conversation. All right? So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind around this time. Now, this energy is naturally going to be resonating with the air signs, Geminis and Aquarius. All right. These are going to be the signs that may manifest a lot of situations to find resolve or become more aware about what's going on in their relationships. And then it's going to naturally be creating friction with the mutable signs. No, excuse me, with the cardinal signs. All right. My bad, y'all. So that's Aries, Cancer, and Capricorn. You guys are going to kind of be forced to be a bit more communicative in your relationships. Aries, brace yourself. Capricorn, brace yourself. Y'all be saying like 5 words to y'all partner a week. All Capricorn partner here is, I'm going to work. That's all they hear from you. I'm going to go to work. What you doing? You know I'm at work. Shit. That's all we hear from y'all. So, but all jokes aside, Cancers, Aries, and Cancer, you can't be all in your own feelings in the relationship right now. Aries, you can't just be all in your own individual bag in your relationship. That shit is gonna be a chaotic situation. Manifest with Mercury and Libra opposite from you, or your partner's gonna say some shit to you that triggers some shit. Is Mercury is there with communication, and then Capricorn, all that detached, wanting to do things on your own time, like that, yeah, that's all cool. But if you're in the actual relationship with somebody, that shit can't rock all the fucking time. No matter how much they understand you, there's gonna be some points you have to embrace communication or expressing how you truly feel about something. And this energy ain't dealing with feelings. Libra's air, and Mercury is motherfucking is like of the air element and deals with logic and thought. But because Libra deals with relationships, that has to be conducted. There has to be some form of communication there. What's a relationship without some fucking communication? It don't matter how good the sex is. It don't matter how good this and the third. If y'all can't communicate, that shit is going to end sooner or later. All right. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. And last but not least, to wrap up, on the 27th, new moon in Virgo, guys. All right. So once again, we know we just came off a new moon, and we know the new moon is all about new cycles, new beginnings. All right. Is going to be taking place in the house that we have Virgo in. So expect that house that you have Virgo in to a new foundation being set in that house. So that's why we know Mercury's moving in there right now. Let's make sure we see the details to everything going on in that house. All right, let's make sure we're seeing the details to everything going on in that house. And then we got the sun is going to be entering there. And then a little bit later, we got the new moon. The new moon always follows up the sun, because we know the new moon and the sun are conjunct. So when we look at that new moon energy in Virgo, it don't matter if I'm 28 years old. It don't matter if the first 28 years of my life, I ain't never really have structure like that, stability, or wasn't organized in that house. It's a new moon. It's a whole new day. It's a new chapter to get routine and structured and organized in some type of shape or form, to add some sense of foundation into your life, you know, to bring some order and structure into your life with this motherfucking new moon. That's a fact. You feel me? And then we know, let me think. There's going to be a new moon in Virgo, so it might be harmonizing. Nah, it's not really going to be harmonizing with no planets in Taurus, but for the most part, yes, that Virgo house is about to get activated, but we don't want to jump on it too quick. But Mercury is about to Mercury's going to be the one to, get the party started this week on Thursday. All right. I will be hosting my meditation collective spaces for the full moon in Aquarius on August 11th and for the new moon on the 27th. Once again, I couldn't do the new moon in Leo that just passed. I couldn't hold a space for that because I was moving. I had so much shit going on this day and the third, so I didn't get a chance to get situated in time. But we definitely picking that up this month. All right, y'all. All right, gang. We just want to hold strong 2 hours, man. Make sure y'all take this night to go ahead and get situated and get the little bit of hours left to get structured going into tomorrow. That moon is moving into Libra tonight. Lucky days for starting tomorrow will be for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Leo, and Sagittarius. All right. Leo, these next 2.5 days may be a lot going on for y'all on a positive level. You feel me? In a positive way. Whenever the sun is in your sign and whenever the moon is transiting signs that harmonize with the sun in your sign, then you could walk into a whole lot of positive shit that day. You feel me? Shout out to Dito Levy. Excuse me if I pronounced that wrong. Greetings from Amsterdam, Europe. Listen, I don't smoke weed, but listen, you from Amsterdam, you might have to send me a little something. Might have to send me a little something. All right. All right, family. Soulful Connections. I didn't even know you was in a building. Man. Sending love. All right. So much love to all of y'all. Peace, family. I hope everybody has nothing but a fruitful month of August. And like I said earlier in the live, you better claim it. Just like how them spiritual posts on Instagram, you say you got to claim it. Y'all better go to sleep claiming that motherfucker tonight. I'm sending everybody prosperous vibes, so I can't be doing the work for y'all. Y'all got to make sure y'all set the intention and y'all put the affirmation in the air too. All right, family. All right, gang. Peace.